You really can't be using somebody else's hair to judge yours, because your hair is unique. Your hair is its own and it is unique, and that's okay. It's still beautiful.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brit, and sure will be in this video, but if you watched our last video you realize that we're filming distanced right now, so this video will be in that same format. So before we get started with today's video, I want to tell you about the amazing company and the brand that is Primitive CO. So Primitive CO is an online-based jewelry store, and they sell like anklets and bracelets and things of the like. So I'm gonna stop rambling about it and just show you all of the cool things that they have.
Back again with more primitive things. So I really loved my bracelet. It really held up well for the time that I was wearing it, and I'm pretty impressed. Like, I love this a whole lot.
So now that you see what Primitive has in stock, and they have an even wider variety, you can check out their Instagram at primitive_co, which I'll link here. And to make the deal even sweeter, so you can grab a few more things than you probably would have initially, you can use our code PRIMBS01 to get $300 off your first purchase, as well as free delivery for an entire month. So check out Primitive. They're giving you some good deals. You can grab a couple of stuff. When you do grab stuff, ensure you tag us on Instagram, tag Primitive, so we know that you're utilizing our code and stuff. Yeah, so let's get into today's video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 things we wish we knew before we went natural. I'm gonna start, and then Sherry's gonna go, and we're gonna keep going alternately like that. So the first thing that I wish I knew was that short hair is not easy to style at all. Short hair takes so much more effort than taller or medium length hair to style, in the sense that you might have this vision board on Pinterest and say, oh, this style is gonna look so cute to my hair when I finally decide to go natural, and then you realize that that person's hair is longer than yours, and therefore the style looks weird when you do it. So that's something I wish I knew, is that short hair is not as easy to style as they make it out to seem. You find stuff that work with your hair obviously as you go on, but initially it's pretty difficult to figure out how to pull off a hairstyle or anything that looks decent without making you look like a man. So that's something that I wish I knew.
Okay, so one thing that I learned, and the second tip, is that your hair is your own and nobody else's. Because yes, you and somebody might have the same hair type, but you really can't be expecting your hair to look or behave the same way as theirs, right? Because even though you guys may be in the same hair type, you guys maybe have different porosity of your hair, or maybe different density of your hair. So you really can't be using somebody else's hair to judge yours, because your hair is unique. Your hair is its own and it is unique, and that's okay. It's still beautiful, it still stay good, right? So don't use somebody else's hair as the hallmark for yours, because your hair is your own and nobody else's. Don't forget that.
So the third thing on this list is something that irritated the hell out of me, and that is that your hair texture changes as it gets longer. I did not know that. So you can just imagine my surprise when my hair initially was cut, and it had like almost like a 4A going towards 3C kind of pattern going on, and then by the time it grew out and I was at like 3 months, I was starting to realize that the comb could not go through my hair, and that wasn't because it wasn't moisturized or that it wasn't properly I wasn't detangling properly. Like, my hair, they just tough. like it was entirely 4C. So that's something that I wish I knew. That initial texture, that loose, wavy, beach curly type of cute thing, initial texture that you see, it's not realistic. Your hair is just trying to figure out how to get back to its previous state before you killed it off with the chemicals. Like, your natural hair, the hair that it's gonna change textures as it grows. So that's something that you should make note of.
So one more thing that I learned is to have a good hair routine and to be consistent. And when I say to have a good hair routine, I mean do a hair routine that's for your hair type and for your hair porosity. Oh, we did a video. Can link it. We'll link it up here somewhere, and just click it and go and check it out so you can find out your hair type and your hair porosity. And we drop some tips as well as to how to deal with each. So yes, go and check it out. But yeah, so do things that fit your hair type and your hair porosity, because that's the way that your hair will flourish. So make sure that you're doing your research and you're using the best products that you can use, and that you're doing things like washing and moisturizing the right amount of times per week or per month or whatever. So have a good hair routine and be consistent. Consistency is key. Your hair will flourish with consistency. So yes, so that's one more thing that I learned. So consistency and having a routine is key. So I really can be out here moisturizing 2 times this week, then 10 times next week, and then 1 time the following week. Like, you need to be consistent and you need to have a proper routine so that your hair can flourish. So yeah, that's one more thing that I learned.
So the 5th and final tip is that you don't have to spend a bag of money and ball out on natural hair products initially when you're just starting. If you do your research properly and watch reviews and like properly determine your hair texture before you start like spending a bag of money on products, you can probably find a line that works for your hair type and your porosity at the hair store without having to go through like 7 different brands. Because you're gonna spend $6,000 on all of Shea Moisture line, and then you're gonna realize that the products that you bought don't cater to the type of hair that you have, and now you have you're $6,000 short, your hair still don't look good, and you have a bag of products just on your shelf that you'll never use again. So I think that something that, you know, I wish I had known is that you have to do your research before. Find out what your hair texture is and find out what products work for that hair texture. So yeah guys, this video was short, you know, straight to the point. We're still trying to pump out content to give y'all while we're still on lockdown. We're hoping that we can start filming together soon, but for now, thank you guys for continuing to check us out. Don't forget to check out Primitive at primitive_co on Instagram and use our discount code PRIMBS01 to get $300 off your purchase and your first purchase and free delivery for a month. Thank you again to Primitive for sponsoring this or partnering with us in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.